This is my father, Edward VIII. Excuse me. And he was taken down by the Illuminati in 1936, basically, that in December of 36. He was married to my mom, Claudia Ruth O'Keefe, from Madison, Wisconsin, school teacher, sister to artist Georgia O'Keefe. This is in 1939, when I was born. George VI met with Roosevelt. And I'm going to fast forward here. Here's where Mrs. Roosevelt and Wallace Simpson are shaking hands in 41. She got on a coat. I was kidnapped in early 41 and brought to Moulton, Alabama by the Kennedys, the Roosevelts, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, Bilderbergers, the Illuminati, which I'm going to show you a list of those in the Illuminati. And how my own family, members of it, helped take down my father because he was honest, would not go along with the Illuminati and follow orders. So they took him down and basically took out my mom. They had him marrying Wallace Simpson, the American spy. Total lie. She married a double. I got the sun coming in here. So what else is going to go wrong, I guess? Let me get that back down, though. Congratulating on my kidnapping. This is a part that I'm just going to show this because I was telling about this in doing a book. This is a book, Implantable Biochips. It's talking about the Illuminati and the mark of the beast. And this is, I was writing about mind control murders and then found out about my kidnapping and my real name. Timothy McVeigh died. He was put to death for the Oklahoma City bombing. He told everybody that the military had put a chip up his buttocks. And here, Tex Mars wrote this, but this is what I was telling about without really knowing at first some of it. Anyway, what I wanted to get to now, I was in a campaign and almost killed so many times, and Henry Kissinger, Secretary of State, almost killed me back in, well, it was the Watergate tapes that were subpoenaed, the 18.5-minute gap on it. You should hear it and see what he was ordering if my country didn't, our family didn't come through with whatever hostage money he demanded or treaties signed illegally. When they took my father down, there were treaties illegally signed by George, or he allowed it, George VI. By the way, he was glad to take over. He sold my father out and helped kidnap me. So I'm not going to take up any more time on here because I'm about to go out of no more time to put up a video. So Mr. Flynn, I was flown out there because he was shot by a program shooter. And April of 84, he endorsed me for the presidency. Now, I'm going to turn this around, and excuse me if it's a little garbled and all that good stuff. We should close the curtains. This morning, I got a hold of, I Googled it of all things, and it's a list by someone who has been within the Illuminati, the Freemasons, for years. Tried to upload the video, and I couldn't from Google. So you can Google it, and I'm going to give you the name right here, if I can, of the video. The name of the video is, it's an Illuminati exposes the elite, and this is part 3, I think, video. Anyway, you can Google it. It's by John Coleman, Wake Up America. They're saying the British monarchy plus committee of 300. Well, that's not necessarily true. The Illuminati Freemasons started here with George Wallace. So, and then you kidnapped me and took my father down, and my mom, who was an American, artist George O'Keefe's sister. The O'Keefes paid a heavy price in this too. So here suddenly, this morning I'm trying to put something up, and I Googled and found this list. I had part of it a few years back, but I didn't have a camera, and here I didn't have a camera because this I was getting it off my phone where the camera is. So I didn't get to get very many down. It's members of the Illuminati that became when the illegal treaties after they took my father down in 36 were signed. It allowed the United States to invade the UK, kidnapped me, took down my father, and put military bases all under England, the UK, everything British, Australia, Area 51, etc. Made the Brits, we fight against ourselves, and they kidnapped me, the monarch. And so I'm not going to get into that again. I want to put these names up in case I run out of time. I was born Victoria II, heir to the British crown, I'll say that, in 39, and it would have brought my father back in as guardian because he went through legal papers. My father loved his country. This is so much a lie. So I'm going to quit there. He didn't marry Wallace Simpson. He was married, stayed married. They took his name. He took his daughter. They stripped him naked. And look at what's still going on. Elizabeth has not stepped forward one little bit in all this when they revived all this when Meghan Markle married Harry. They started using the Edward VIII married Wallace Simpson, a friggin' lie. She married a double, an imposter, and became the Duke and Duchess of Windsor. Now, I'm going to read off this list that's just been put out. It's a video that I told you, and believe me, you should read it. Anyway, here's part of my family. Some of them hung in there and came after me and tried to help get me back. The Germans and some of my family and the Brits, the average British citizen, and the British government. Okay, you can go from there. So hopefully there's still some that can hang in and I get to come home. And I work for the British people. I don't work for the Illuminati that kidnapped me and took down my father because he wouldn't go along with them. So I guess there's not much for me to say other than I gave you the name of the elite, the video. Okay, let me see. Okay, I want to get this in, and I may have to spell part of it. My shorthand is bad, and I did this off the cuff this morning. Okay, here's part of the, and my family's a big member of this mess. I'm going to read as many as I can, and I left most of it out. There's a list of 300. I'm just going to go down and let you see what I've been up against. And good, I mean, come on, they're the global government. After they took down my father, they signed all the illegal treaties, and the Netherlands was used, which you're talking about the royal family. Cousins of mine, just like they are illegal Elizabeth, and she is illegal. She represents the Illuminati, and she was illegal, a war criminal, when she became supposedly the monarch. She's not. I am. So she's war criminal, traitor, etc. Here's a list, just a bit of the 300. I couldn't get it all. If I can get this up. Prince of the Netherlands, well, that's where the War Crime Tribunal in The Hague. You think they're going to prosecute themselves? Okay, I may have to, I'm not going to, Prince of the Netherlands, and I didn't get his or her name there. David Rockefeller Sr., Nicholas Jacob Rothschild, the fourth Baron, the Rothschild David and, Benjamin, Prince Edward, the youngest son of Elizabeth, gave him my father's name. Can you believe it? What a slap in the face. Crown Prince of Naples, Italy, Emanuele, I believe, and excuse me, I was going fast on this. Queen Sophia of Spain, I couldn't believe it. George Soros, look at that, the name in the news recently. George Frederick, Prince of Prussia. Bill Gates, Al Gore, that shocked me. Grand Duchess of Russia, and this shocked me. VLADIMIROUNA, I believe. I rushed through it, and trying to get it before it went off. Alan Greenspan Bank, and his wife, by the way, he was head of the bank, Federal Reserve, but his wife has been kept on as a correspondent and on TV on your networks all the time. I've forgotten her name now. She's still up there. Um, okay, Paul Volcker. How's that? Uh, the Duke of Westminster, Gerald, Grovsvenor, excuse me, I can't read it, but hey, you can look this up and you should. Carl Gustaf of Sweden, XVI, the Roman numerals. William Hague, he was in the council of Nixon and the Watergate tapes, and Alexander Haig was Secretary of State and Defense. You should see on the Watergate tapes what they tried, he ordered done to me if the Brits didn't follow through, or my family. Jacob Wallenberg, William Prince of Wales, and Catherine. You get the Jewish input in the family of Catherine, and I'm the real monarch. My sons, Mark and Scott, are heirs after me. So William is not even, they're fakes and frauds. They're part of the Illuminati. And Obama, I've said this before, had a rocky horse built for little George, who's supposed to be in line after his dad. I had a picture where was taken when my son Mark, who's there after me, their grandfather's Edward VIII, and he was about maybe 2 years old, I guess, on a rocky horse. And he's lived in poverty a lot. A credit to him and Scott, and I hope they're alive and well somewhere. That's all I'm going to say. But you got Obama spending the night in Windsor Castle, I believe, a few years ago, while he was still president. I thought that was something. He brought this rocky horse to little George and gave it to him, and spent the night in. Everybody can spend the night there, but me and my kids, right? So he's part of this list of the Illuminati and Freemasons. Now then, I said, okay, Prince of. Oh, okay. So that whole bunch is. Said that. Let me put it up here out of the way. I think I did. Okay, I'm going to read as many as I can. Joe Lieberman, Prince of Belgium, Prince Lorenzo, Beatrix, Queen of the Netherlands. Of course, that's, man, they are wealthy. She's my cousin. Her daughter, I believe her son has inherited, I believe it's her daughter, the War Tribunal, which is, they never tell the truth. It's The Hague. It's Kissinger. The Rockefellers control it. The Illuminati, she's part of it. They are. Shocking to me, all of it. I knew they were before I saw this, though. Then there's Archduchess of Austria, Margherita, I believe. Since I'm not allowed to use my name, I hope they'll excuse my doing shorthand on this. Marguerite, Denmark II, that hurts. It really does. Michael Prince Michael of Kent. Borwin, I believe, Duke of Mecklenburg. Warren Buffett. You know, he on the Roanoke Times, he bought it out here. Who the Roanoke Times, when I came here, said they were going to tell the truth about me and all this. I don't know what happened, but they didn't. And Warren Buffett bought it out, and I think he sold it now. I thought he was a friend, maybe. Little did I know. George W. Bush, Herbert Walker Bush. He was CIA and too, and so he's Illuminati. All of the Bushes would be. Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, Mrs. Charles Mountbatten, or Windsor Mountbatten, supposed to be king illegal war criminal Elizabeth's son married Diana, and look at all the things they did. And my father, it was a total character assassination. He married my mom, and that was it. And they, well, history is a lie. Okay, so she is a member, he's a member, Elizabeth's a member, William's a member. Most of the royal family are. David Ogilvy, 13th Earl of Airlie, Juan Carlos, King of Spain, and that again, that hurts. I did not know that. Philip, Prince, Duke of Edinburgh, Philip Mountbatten, Charles, Prince of Wales, there you go, Camilla's husband, Bill Clinton, Hillary, and Chelsea. Way up there, David Rockefeller, and let's see if I don't know. Did I put this up? Well, I'm sorry if I have said this just now. I think I may have. Well, I'm going to say it again. Excuse me. And this is just a portion of it. King, Mervyn, Abramovh, Roman, Arkadevich. I'm sure somebody will make something out of this. Okay, this is Edward, Adeane. There's a Kinnock, there's Henry Kissinger on here. There's Marcus, was the last name, I believe, Ambrose. No, the last name was Agius. Malcolm Knight. Some of these names may mean something to somebody else. Some of them don't to me. Last name Astisaari. You got William Koon. Albert II of Belgium. I can't believe this. John, Kafour. Alexander, Crown Prince of Belgium. Princess Alexandra, Honorable Lady Ogilvy. What does it take to be an honorable lady? You tell me. Oh, me. Duke of Anjou, Andrew, Prince of York, Elizabeth's son, and Fergie's husband. Anne, Princess Royal, daughter of Elizabeth. Whoopee. All this money and wealth and selling out sure paid off for them, didn't it? Leka is Crown Prince of Albania. William Waldorf Astor. The Astor family needs to be looked into in this whole thing. And the fourth, Viscount of Astor. Ernest August, Prince of Hanover. Baron Michael Levy. And I think I said all that, and if I've left out, and I know there was 300 of them. So I've put you up part of the global government that's in power now. And they're there because they destroyed my father and my mom, me and my kids, and the British. And I hope, you know what I hope, so help me God. Well, I just cleared it all, so it probably didn't go up. There you go.